Hey everyone, welcome back to the recovery channel of OCD Recovery, where today I'm going to talk about taking accountability for your own OCD and anxiety recovery, specifically those things, but the principles that you will learn for building frustration tolerance throughout your OCD and anxiety recovery, the discipline, the grit, the persistence, the up and down, the continuing forward regardless of how you feel, no matter what symptoms are there, will play over like a cup overflowing with water and more than likely spill into other areas of your life. I've yet to meet someone who have read all the books, broken down their worst case scenarios with their OCD fear, who has not dramatically improved almost every area of their life, their lying habits, their low frustration tolerance, their shortcut habits, their work ethic, their communication skills. It's very hard for these things to not be affected by building your frustration tolerance and changing your belief systems with the RBT Foundations, the original CBT of unconditional self-life, other acceptance, and everything else in between. But before I go any further, please subscribe, hit that like button down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Again, please come in. We work all over the world. I just got off the phone to Saudi Arabia. I work all over the Middle East, all over the European Union, all over the Eastern blocks. I mean, all over different islands, all throughout America and Canada, different areas of Africa, different areas of South America. I mean, we got to get a translator, we'll make it happen. Our mission is to spread correct, lived experience. Work with someone who has been there, who has walked the trenches like you have. Like I always say, if you inherit $50 million, do you want the person managing your money to also have a high net worth that has really good, track record with their asset management and everything? More than likely, yes. If you're having a child and you have twins, do you want recommendations from women who have never had children before? I don't think so. You more than likely want recommendations from other women who have twins. This is the reality. So taking accountability for yourself during your OCD and anxiety recovery journey is the biggest tail sign from the coaching perspective if you're ready to work on recovery. I'll give you an example. I take very detailed emails. When you work with me after the first call, I tell everyone the same thing. Here's the email. This is all the stuff I do. Homework assignments, questions, answering your questions, reasons why, plug-in videos from our channel, as detailed as I can make it. At the top of your email, I put the time zone you're in, when the next call, if it's booked, and the time of day. It literally will say what number pack you're on, if it's single session, when the next call is. People will message me all the time, be like, when's our call? It is your responsibility to know when the call is, not the person that you're working with. That sounds a little bit harsh, but calling up your doctors all the time, like, hey, what time is it? No. We send you the reminders. We tell you in the email. It's your responsibility. If you don't show up, there's a late fee or you're charged, depending on how many times you've been doing it. This is the reality of life. When you fall into victimhood, it's not good for your life. That's one example. Here's another responsibility. You have to make yourself do the necessary things required for OCD and anxiety recovery. And if you don't do them, it's nobody's fault but your own. Your fault. Not me, not Rob, not Momin, not Sam, not Gemma, not any other coaches. It's your fault. The person on the other end of this video. No, Nick, but you got to hear it. We're living in a victim world right now. We have more victimhood. Well, probably don't have more victimhood in other areas, other times and period. We just have social media now, so it's a lot more prevalent to be a victim. And I was a victim, and you're not going to not fall into complaining / minor victimhood. I mean, things happen, like whether you're recovered or not. You have a tough day, you'll end up complaining about something, and things happen. But the consistent chronic negativity and victimhood, pessimism is your fault. Your learned behavior, your habit to change. I can only guide you to those things. This is just the reality of what needs to happen. Another part of taking accountability is getting yourself back in good life structure. Fitness, balanced nutrition. No, you don't have to be keto. No, you don't have to be carnivore. No, you don't have to be gluten-free. No, you don't have to be dairy-free. Sure, there are people out there that would benefit, but the category of humans that it's very small compared to what social media. Social media makes it out to be that everyone is gluten intolerant, everyone's got a gluten allergy and stuff like that. It's just not, and changing those things is not going to make that big of a difference in your life unless you have celiacs or serious Crohn's disease. We have this idea that our stomachs are supposed to be this perfect analogy, and I'm not going to go off on the topic about that because I cover that a lot, but nutrition, balance, fitness, movement, work ethic, right? Not trying to rush out of work every last second, making it, taking personal pride, not in a conditional way, to build your life structure with your work, your career. Another thing too is taking personal responsibility for improving your relationships. I'm sorry, not everyone's partners are toxic. First of all, get rid of the word toxic. It's a very, very newish term, and it's not really good when you call everyone else toxic. When I meet someone that calls everyone they've ever been with toxic, mom, dad, brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, and they never speak about what they could have done, you know it's a nightmare scenario. You just know it. The chances are, if you're calling everyone toxic, you should look in the mirror because you probably have some toxic traits yourself. And usually the people that call everyone toxic, after speaking to these people for a little bit, and I know because I was one of these people, I'm talking about myself. I blamed every girl I ever was with. Oh, they're not for me. They don't have this quality. But the reality is, it was me not wanting to put the work in. So remember, it's not a long video. I just want to come on here real quick and talk about personal responsibility and accountability. This is going to have to come down to you. We can guide you. We can show you. We can teach you how to break down your beliefs. We can show you and give you a blueprint for breaking down behaviors. But I can only bring you, that's why we have the cliche statement, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. Phil at OCDrecovery.com. Hope to hear from you soon. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.